To experience Jordan is to embark on a pilgrimage through time where the echoes of antiquity and the whispers of the past guide your steps. First of all, welcome to the channel On the Road, and I am your host, Sid Patel. So, today, really excited. It's one of my favorite countries in the world, Jordan, and my whole point is to convince you that you need to go here. I want you guys all to visit this country at least once in your whole lifetime. So let's dive right into it. But first, I want to tell you where my inspiration came on why I wanted to visit Jordan in the first place, and it comes from the show Departures. I found out years ago when I was in like middle school, maybe high school. Greatest show ever. Two guys leave their life behind, explore the world, 13 countries, different cultures. It's amazing, and ever since watching that show, I have been obsessed with Jordan. It made it onto my top 3 countries I want to visit in my life. I was lucky enough that while I'm studying abroad, tickets were really cheap, $60 to get there from Italy, from Rome. Me and my best friend Dylan and 2 other people named, guess what they were named? Jordan and Jordan. So it was Sid, Dylan, Jordan in Jordan. It was insane. But we made it there, and I have to tell you how magical this place is. It is, like Timothée Chalamet says,
you can see spice in the air.
Throughout this video, I'll be throwing in pictures and videos from the trip, but let me show you guys exactly what we did on this trip. We rented a car from Aqaba, which is right next to the Red Sea. Then we went down to Petra, absolutely beautiful. Let me show you some clips from there. And then we did probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in my whole life, which was go to Wadi Rum, the desert. And we stayed there, and we stayed in the desert. We were camping, but we were in a cave and we slept. So it was like a rock wall face, and then there was a high ground, and we just had beds. Like it was 4 bed frames with mattresses on them, and then really thick blankets. Like we all had 2 extremely thick blankets, and that's it. When we would go to bed, it would be magical. So that's what we did. And the next part I kind of want to take you guys through is like 3 things that I found absolutely amazing about that country, and kind of like what I learned about the people who live there and the place itself. So first, let's talk about the people, the Jordanian people. Living with the Bedouins was an experience unlike anything. We were all welcomed into their homes and into the desert, and we learned about how they operate, how they live, everything they do. And we made a very special friend. His name was Abdullah, and he was 21, and the whole group was also 21, and that's the person who we went out on the desert tour with for the whole day, and just kind of learning about his life and what the Bedouin people value. They value their families, they value their friends, they value the environment, they value the animals that they herd, the camels, and they value friendship a lot. And it was truly really nice seeing, because you're going into the Middle East and you come in with all these weird preconceptions of what might happen and everything, but you get there and it's completely different. Like when we were leaving, we were all really sad. Abdullah almost shed a tear. We all shed a tear, and it was just like this bond that we made with the Bedouin people that was so amazing. And Muhammad, he owned the camp we were living at, and we were at the campfires at night, and he would just tell stories. It's like we're all by the fire. It was just such a warm experience, and meeting other travelers. We met people from Germany, from Holland, from Austria. It was just like this culmination of people at that camp, and it was truly like a magical moment when it comes to like humans creating friendships and how social creatures we are. I loved seeing that. The Jordanian people and the people who come to Jordan are truly magical. All right, next on the stop is the natural beauty of Jordan. Jordan is actually like a different planet. It's red. It feels like Mars. Like I feel like The Martian would have been shot there. You know, like a lot of movies have been shot there, but it's actually like unbelievable the way the landscape is. And we were there for sunset. Like we're on top of these huge rocks. We're watching the sunset go down and we're listening to Lana Del Rey. But it also feels like you're on Tatooine as the sun is setting. And it's like this feeling you get when you look out into the desert and you see how vast the planet is and how small we are, but it's not a sad feeling. It's kind of like this amazing feeling of looking onto our beautiful planet. Like internally, you feel so good about the planet and where you are, and it's honestly like amazing. And when you look at the animals that are there, so the camels, wild camels people are riding. Like camels are some of the coolest animals on the planet. They have humps to store water. They can go long distances. They can carry people. They all have their individual personalities. They look funny. They're hilarious. They're big. They're strong. I don't know what else you want from an animal. They're soft. They have great fur. And let me tell you a little secret. Camel milk. Camel milk is supposed to be like really good for you. So I'm trying to get on that and drink some camel milk. The natural beauty of the place is exquisite. I ran out of places to shoot from in my house, so I'm just sitting on the floor right now. But the last thing I want to tell you guys about Jordan is the night sky. It is dark, pitch black, zero light pollution, absolutely none, like no lights at all. There are so many stars in the sky that your eyes can't even focus on all of them. So like you're looking at them and you can only see the ones that are truly in front of you. But then when you shift, then you can see all the ones that are there, because when you're looking here, there's so much information coming at you that your eyes are only focused on those ones. But there are, like, you can see the Milky Way. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I can't explain how that feels. And I'm gonna put in some pictures, obviously, but it's like you're looking out into the galaxy. You know, like I said earlier, like you feel like you're in Star Wars when you're in Jordan. So we're all about to go to bed. It's like 1 a.m. We get back to our beds. We have to climb up on rocks to get to our bed. And we all lay down, we're just talking, about to fall asleep. And then a shooting star runs across the whole night sky. It's not even a full second, it's probably like half a second. But like that made Jordan unforgettable in every way, because of, it was like magic, it was perfect. It's everything you needed. Like when you go to Jordan, you need to spend time in the desert. It's the best place. You know what I just realized? I completely forgot to talk about Petra because I'm so focused on the desert. Petra's unbelievable too. I had a great time there, so did everyone else. It is more touristy than the desert. When you walk through the canyon and it opens up, you know, to the treasury, it's beautiful. It's like, how did people that long ago do that? It's almost like you don't believe it for a second because of how grand it is and how stunning it is and how well preserved it is. And to get to the monastery is a whole another thing. It's when you're, okay, if you're gonna go to the monastery, be prepared. Have water, have food, it's a hike. Like, treasury is easy, you know, you walk like half a mile, opens up, you're there. And then you wanna go to the treasury and it's like 4 miles. And it's hard, it's all uphill. But the view from the monastery is also like a view that you've never seen. It feels as if it's not meant to be there. Like, how is it there right now? Because making that structure would be impossible, would be extremely hard to do right now. How did people thousands of years ago do it? That makes sense. Like, how is that thing there? And I think that speaks a lot to the creativeness and like how smart the Jordanians are, present and past, and how like much they care about their culture because of how it's very well preserved. You can go on there. They're doing a great job of it all. So yeah, but definitely one thing, do not ride the camels there. Those camels are abused. Do not ride the donkeys there too. Those donkeys are, I feel really bad for it, those camels and donkeys. But even the Bedouin people told me in the desert, like, you shouldn't ride them because like they treat the animals like property and like they are not nice to those animals. But yeah, definitely visit Petra because it is also truly exquisite. So I hope this was a lot of conclusive proof, my stories and what I showed you, to make you want to visit Jordan. It's pretty cheap, it's extremely safe, and what it has to offer for the humans to see, what it has to offer for people to see is unbelievable, and it will blow your mind away. Definitely camp in the desert. I will drop the link to the Airbnb that I stayed at in the desert in the description. Go snorkeling in Aqaba, go to the desert, visit Petra. I didn't make it to the Dead Sea because we didn't have enough time, but I'll be going there when I visit next. Do it all. It is one of the best countries on this planet because of what it has to offer. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do like, because it does help a lot. Thank you.